When it comes to my favorite shows, I'm all over the place. My taste is rather everywhere, with no real preferences as long as it's good. I do often find myself looking for shows that tickle my little brain and has me enjoying the experience the show takes me on. And thoroughly have I enjoyed the journey watching all 4 seasons of Jack Ryan. For those who don't know, Jack Ryan is a character created by the legendary Tom Clancy. It has political thriller, action, espionage, and drama with storylines for each season that are as exciting as the last. Unlike some shows, this keeps you interested, and there is a lot of payoff for paying attention, for reading between the lines. It's a show that can keep you at the edge of your seat. Now, enough talking about the show like it's God's creation. Let's get into it. If you enjoy the work of John Krasinski, then you will love him here as he plays the analyst and former US Marine Jack Ryan. Each season has their own specific plot, and Jack gets involved in it every single time and helps wrap them up. Let's be clear here, Jack Ryan is a show about the main protagonist, Jack Ryan, who isn't the usual hero who runs in guns blazing, full of action, and would rather get out of the fight with his brain, with him thinking of ways to get out of the fight without just using brute force. This isn't to say that Jack isn't willing to fight. He is exceptional when it comes to close quarter combat, shooting, and many other skills that you will see in the show. That doesn't mean that he is the best. Jack is very good at what he does, but he is not the best. And the show will show you this as he does get beat, he does get hurt, he does get outsmarted, and he can be late to situations where they needed him the most. Let's talk about a few characters before diving deeper into the show. We have Wendell Pierce as the foul-mouthed veteran in the game, James Greer, who is Jack's boss about, 1 to 2 seasons of the show. And as the series progresses, they both get close and would risk their lives to save the other. Seeing their trust in each other as the series progresses, as it builds, and see their respect for one another just grow and grow, it's honestly really nice to see in a show where you can be betrayed at any moment, and seeing their trust in each other, honestly, just bros. They're honestly just bros no matter what. Now we have Abby Cornish as Kathy Mueller, Jack's love interest he meets in season 1. I am not gonna lie, when I saw her in the show, I was honestly rooting for Jack to make a move. And he does. Honestly, she becomes a great character, although she barely appears much due to the nature of Jack's job and his work. I don't really think she really shows up in season 3, maybe a little bit of 2, but she is definitely very evident in season 4. She's a great character. Lastly, to depart with such a wonderful character in season 4, I have to mention Michael Peñas as Domingo Chavez. And his performance, oh my god, I loved it. I loved his performance as Chavez. As Chavez, he is a former Navy SEAL, then turned into a CIA operative. He becomes a major character in season 4 and honestly has become a favorite of mine in the series. Not as much as Jack Ryan is my favorite, but he does save Jack, and ultimately they become bros as well. And it's honestly really nice to see them interact and go on missions together. It's really cool. It's really nice. Now, I will dive a bit into spoiler territory, so if you don't want spoilers, thank you for watching. And, go ahead and watch the series. It's goddamn great. Honestly, it's exceptional. Now, if you are still here, tell me your thoughts. If you watched it, plan to watch it, let me know. The first season has Jack discover bank accounts that lead Jack and Greer on a path where they risk their lives to stop an Islamic extremist from successfully attacking the US. This season is what got me hooked to the series in the first place. I came for action, but I stayed for the story. How these plots throughout each season are woven differently truly makes it interesting for each season individually. You can never really predict what's going on besides, hey, the hero's gonna save the day. But in this show, there's never truly a 100% hey, this day has been 100% saved, everyone's alive, everyone's well. This show is not like that. There is a certain gray area between what is successful and what is not, and this show really truly shows you that no matter if you have won the day, you have still sustained losses. And it's pretty nice to show a show that shows a lot of consequence. That's one of the big reasons why I love this show. Plenty of the characters are honestly really wonderful, and much of their arguments, either if they're a good guy or a bad guy, are mostly sound. Honestly, for majority of the characters who get involved in these big plots have a good argument as to why they are doing this, what drove them to do this, and it's interesting to see different ideologies clash as the show progresses. Seeing people of all walks of life, unfortunate and fortunate, being part of plots way bigger than what they realize, and maybe even being the ones orchestrating it, it's honestly lovely to see. If you like a lot of political thrillers, spy stuff with a decent amount of action and suspense with great storytelling, I think Jack Ryan is the show for you. I give it a certified 10 out of 10. I highly suggest you watch the show and even pick up the books involving Jack as he rises through the ranks and even becomes president on 2 separate occasions, and even create the organization Rainbow. I'm pretty sure he created it. Yeah, I might be wrong. Whatever. Like I'm still looking through all the lore and the books and stuff. I'm thinking about going ahead and getting all the books. Honestly, I'm very intrigued in all this, and the show has put me onto it. It's honestly great. Hopefully we get a series with John Clark, a man very much involved with Ryan, and it would be amazing to see John Clark, who is a much more action oriented guy, go through his adventures and his whole story. I think that would be great as well. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment, sub, or follow me depending on where you see this. See you guys next time. Stay healthy, everyone. Mentally, emotionally, and physically. Stay safe.